Okay, maybe I should have recorded this, but let's face it, this isn't easy. It's a two-handed, all-hands-on-deck operation, but as you can see, I've got the two MOSFETs out of the Icom 703. And I'm trying to set up this camera here so I don't have to move it around too much. And it's proven to be a little more difficult than I thought. But anyway, the chips have been removed right here and there. Those are the three lands that I talked about earlier when I asked for help. Right here and right here. These two resistors, I'm going to replace them just because this is the second time I've brought the board up to temperature. I'm using an ERTA table, the hot plate on an ERTA table. That's the hot plate. Let me back up a little bit so it can be seen. And let me back up a little bit, I said. That's the table I'm using. Also using the infrared heating element to do the final on them. You just hit it one time with a light. The light heats up the chip enough to free it from the board. After the board reaches its temperature, after the heat sink, the board is elevated just a slight bit off the hot plate so that all that is in contact with a piece of aluminum, as you can see right here, that is to elevate that right there, that heat sink, above everything else. Kind of save on the rest of the components underneath. There's a lot of surface mount hardware in the vicinity. I am going to replace that tantalum electrolytic right here and this 8-volt regulator, just out of general principle because it's so close to the heat. Now this heat shouldn't harm it, but I only want to do this one more time, and this is going to be it. Also, there's some damage to the driver and pre-driver. Well, the pre-driver's okay, but the driver lands right there from replacing it every time I plug it in. So it came with a replaced pre-driver, and the center land was picked off the board, but we got that going anyway. Okay, here we go. We're going to try in our next video to install these MOSFETs, the final MOSFETs, on this Icom 703.